Meta has been a bit scammy, the ad industry is getting another agentic protocol, and Netflix is upgrading to monthly active viewers. That's what we're covering on this week's The Refresh, your weekly download on what went down in advertising. And if you want to stay up to date with ad industry news but you're tight on time, this is for you. So let's get into it. Starting things off with Meta, who, as it turns out, pulled in about $16 billion or 10% of their 2024 revenue from ads for scams or banned goods. That's just one of many jaw-dropping numbers and findings unearthed in recent reporting from Reuters that reviewed internal documentation from Meta. Another one of those numbers, in 2024, Meta delivered 15 billion scam ads to users every single day. Advertisers are only banned when Meta can be 95% certain that fraud is occurring. In scenarios where Meta is less certain, they just raise the ad prices on them. And thanks to algorithmic decisioning, those who click on scam ads are going to see more scam ads. This entire report is just astounding. I highly recommend you go read the full thing, but the unfortunate reality is that Meta is basically untouchable at this point. The vast majority of advertisers can't afford to not advertise on Meta's platforms. And even if Meta were to face regulatory penalties in the form of fines, those costs would not outweigh the revenue that they're gaining from these scam and fraudulent ads. Social investments, particularly those that are going to Meta's platforms, are disproportionate in comparison to other channel investments. The reality is, it's too easy to find your audience, set up and activate a campaign, and directly prove out results from that campaign on Meta's platforms in particular. Alright, moving over to our new agentic framework, the User Context Protocol, which was handed over from LiveRamp to the IAB this past week. User Context Protocol, or UCP, is compatible and complementary to AdCP. AdCP helps agents facilitate media planning and transaction between the buy and sell sides, while UCP helps to facilitate data transfer specifically related to audiences, IDs, contextual environments or signals, and outcomes. If the ad industry is serious about making agentic advertising not just a reality, but a successful layer of technology that works for everyone, we're going to need standardized universal protocols that support agentic communication. Both AdCP and UCP aim to lay those necessary foundations, and so far it's nice to see that they're compatible and working towards a common goal. Finally, we have Netflix, who on the eve of their 4th ad season announced that they'll be providing a new metric for advertisers called monthly active viewers. The metric is defined as Netflix viewers who have watched at least 1 minute of ads on Netflix in a month. That number is then multiplied by an estimated average number of people in a household, which is gauged using Netflix's first-party data. Netflix said the metric aims to better represent the true reach of ads by capturing and quantifying co-viewing that's happening in any given household. The new metric moves Netflix from 94 million monthly active users to 190 million monthly active viewers. The metric helps advertisers understand the total audience available on Netflix's platforms, but it wouldn't substitute for a third-party measurement solution that would allow advertisers to understand reach, frequency, overall performance across a larger TV buy. I'm also personally skeptical of monthly active anything. I think it's much more valuable for advertisers to know the daily or weekly usage rather than just a one-off once a month kind of thing. Before we go, a massive shout out and thank you to all of our veterans. Thanks for joining The Refresh, and we'll catch you next week.